Hello everyone, welcome to another video of Impromptu challenge. So today again I am using the same website. Now in earlier videos you might have realized that there is a lag between my audio and the video presented on the screen. So now I have fixed it. I have fixed it by simply updating my iPad. I didn't know that it was causing the problem that I was not updating it. Yeah. Okay, so first topic for today is it ethical to create artificial life? Okay, you can think about it. See, artificial life I can imagine right now is robots, or there is a life inside your head, or maybe VR that you are, wear it on your head and it covers your eyes and you go into a different kind of reality and different kind of world. So that is an artificial life that you have. You can do whatever you want over there. You can go into a shop and buy something to drink and actually pay for it. And you can meet people online and hang out with them, talk to them. So that is there. But when it comes to ethics, I think I think it should be unethical to make people go into artificial life, because they have been given a beautiful life by the god, and it should be only restricted. The use of this artificial technology should only be restricted to some people who are very depressed and who don't have any people to talk to in their personal life, and they just want to hang out normally. And it has seen some positive benefits as well. Like there have been people who couldn't walk, who were sitting simply on wheelchair, but due to this technology they can walk in their imagination. They can actually feel what it, not actually, but yeah, they can feel at least in imagination that they are walking and they are doing normal chorus. So that is very important. So there are two point of view. It could be ethical, but and it could be unethical. So yeah, next phrase for today is there a difference between right and wrong? I think it all depends on the perspective of the viewer's eye. One particular thing that is happening, it could be right from one person's perspective and it could be wrong from another person's perspective. For example, let's say there is an accident of 4 people and auto is standing over there, but there is a legal limit that only 3 people can sit in an auto. So as a citizen, what will you do? You are the only person who can help them and you can guide the auto driver or people who are in accident. What would you do? So person A says that he would make all the 4 get adjusted in the auto and make them reach to the hospital and get saved. And there is person B who knows that it is not legally right to make 4 people sit in an auto and travel at the same time apart from driver. So yeah, he decides to only pick 3 out of those 4, and so he does analysis like who must be prioritized to go, and he chooses according to him. And the 4th person who couldn't go over there, this person wait a little longer and keep waiting for another auto or another source of or medium of transportation that has to take him to the hospital. Now what do you think? Who is right and who is wrong in this case? Is person A, who broke the law but saved all the 4 lives, is correct? Or is the person who didn't save 4th life, who waited a little longer and put his life at risk? So there could be different perspective to it, Like for the first person, he is right, I know, but there is wrong perspective as well. Like by breaking the law, see, laws are made for a reason, and if he is breaking the law, and if because of breaking that law there occurs another accident, more lives could be at risk. So that's why he is making a mistake over there. Second person, he did the wrong thing by making the fourth person sit out, but he could be right. If we see from the first example, he is right by not breaking the law and not prejudicing lives of the other. So it has to be kept in mind, like one thing could be right from one perspective and it could be wrong from another. So we should not make instant choices and see whole perspective from each and every angle of any decision that we are going to take. Okay, moving on to the next phrase. Create a new type of educational toy for teenagers. Teenagers are more into creativity nowadays. I have seen they want a bright future, they are clear, they have clarity in their mind, and they are smart enough to proceed and get better out of themselves. One of the person who I met was 13-year-old. He attended one NLP workshop that I was attending. So I saw that there was enthusiasm in him, clear understanding in him what he want to do in his life. So if I have to make a toy, a new type of educational toy for teenagers, so it should not include any words or anything. It should be completely stimulator based and experiential learning. See, teenagers don't want to mug up theories and read out all the formulas and everything. They just want reality. I will make it sure that they reach out to reality, they understand the reality. Having said that, what kind of toy it would be? I would, toy, they already have a smartphone, so I would simply make an app which has a lot of things coming in and making changes in their neurological mind. And the main motive would be to help teenagers understand the power of their subconscious mind. So if they start early and they start using the subconscious mind early in their lives, they will definitely achieve greater heights in their lives. So by doing this, even if I'm able to change a single life in a positive manner, I will be happiest man on the earth. Okay, moving on to the next phrase. Create a new form of exercise that feels like play. So already there are a lot of games, but as technology is driving up and VR is also there, which takes you to another AI reality, artificial intelligence reality. So it takes you to another universe where you can see multiple stuff coming towards you and you have to dodge them or fight with them. You get a sword in your hand and you get to kill enemies or zombies in that particular game. So what it does is, by doing this, it is simply creating sense of achievement, as well as it is giving you a little bit of targets, and by doing that your body is moving. So it is kind of an exercise. So I can think of making a game in that world only, where you will have to jump. And there used to be a game where, and we press a button, then egg jumps up and get into another level, and it goes up higher and higher, and those levels are also moving. They're like trays moving here and there, and you have to perfect the egg jump in such a way that it lands onto the moving tray. So that is the kind of game that I'm thinking, and person can simply jump and become an egg in that game, and so that he feels when he lands onto a tray, and accordingly he can proceed further. I think that would be a good exercise. So I think last phrase for today is invent a new type of community space for neighborhoods. Okay, So neighborhoods nowadays, I've seen that they are not meeting at all. They are simply in their phones or digitally available in their mobiles, and they are sitting simply on their home, and there is no outing, there is no place they can be around. So what I can think of is, there is one activity that happens in our office, that is potluck. Everyone bring food from their home and they share with one another and eat it. So community space that I want to create is similar to the potluck only, where each and every household will have to bring food for others, and they will have to make, their speciality. Like if one neighborhood is from a particular village which has a famous dish, then they will have to prepare accordingly. And if someone is from south, they will be making the best dosa, idli, sambar and other stuff, so that they could bring the genuine taste they have in the south. Someone is from Punjab, they would definitely bring lassi and parathas, and a lot of examples are there. So it is like creating a space where neighborhood get to come together and meet with each other, so that they can bring a lot of difference in their lives. By doing this, there will be a lot of laughs, they will exchange ideas, they will have a really good time when they are together. It builds relationship, and what a far living relative couldn't do from a distant, it can be done immediately by your neighbors. So that's why it is very important to have very good relationship with your neighbors. I know it could be difficult sometimes, but you have to give it a shot. Okay, that's all for today.